I'm delighted to be joined by Roisin Ambrose of the Limerick Ladies Football and Camogie team. I suppose Roisin today will focus mainly on the ladies football. Before we start, it's just probably you're glad to be back training tomorrow evening. Just something to aim for, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to get back in the pitch, I suppose. We're very lucky to be back training and we just have to relish the opportunity to get back in the pitch.
And it's been a long break for you, I suppose, since probably November, December time. How was it like keeping fit during the lockdown?
It wasn't too bad. I'm living in a college house in Milford and there's a few of us on the county team. So we'd be training away together, going running and doing gym bits at home. So I suppose when you have the company, it's half the battle really, isn't it?
Yeah, but nothing will compare to getting back out in the field when you do with the girls tomorrow.
No, absolutely not. Like, you miss the girls. I suppose we're doing Zooms the whole time, but you can't really have the crack in the Zooms, so it's in person where the fun and the games start, really.
And I suppose the last time we saw you was in the All Ireland semi final against Fermanagh. It was a slow start, really, rushing on the day that kind of caught you. I suppose it kind of shows in one way that you are close because Fermanagh went on and won the All Ireland.
Yeah, we're definitely in reaching distance anyway of the All Ireland final, I suppose. But it was disappointing was it December or November, I think it was. I suppose we got started off slow, as you said, and we kind of got into it then towards the end. But it definitely was disappointing after all the training we'd done throughout the year. But you know what? It's building steps anyway to get to the All Ireland final this year.
And was that down to kind of inexperience? I know you've a lot of new players in the last few years. Is that just kind of learning to deal with them pressure moments?
Yeah, I suppose a bit of it is like it's kind of hard to pinpoint what went wrong, but I suppose that would definitely have been a big one. Like, it was a complete new panel, different setup, new management. But yeah, I suppose that's what you could say it was, inexperience. But then again, it's hard to really pinpoint where it was. It comes down to the look in the day as well. Fermanagh were super at the end of the day. But yeah, I suppose you could say it was the inexperience. So hopefully this year now we'll have that edge over the other teams.
And I suppose yourself, you're still very young, Russian, but you were there in 2018 when you won the All Ireland. Do you feel kind of a responsibility as kind of one of the most experienced players?
Um, Not really. Like, we still have Caroline and Amy and Kathleen Fitzgibbon, not all the likes of those girls. I suppose it's kind of something you take on the shoulder, the responsibility, the leadership. But no, I wouldn't really say that, to be honest. I wouldn't say I have much responsibility. I think everyone kind of takes their own responsibility in the team, whether you're a new player or not. Like, we had so many new players, like the likes of Bonnie Cunningham last year. She was such a leader on the pitch, and it really proved. Like, she got on Team of the Year and the whole lot. Like, so no, I wouldn't say I have that pressure of responsibility.
And looking to the league this year, I suppose the league will take on more importance, seeing as you won't have much time of a turnaround from league into championship.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, normally you'd play every county in the league, like in Division 4, so you'd be travelling all over the country up to the north and the whole lot. But this year we've only 2 games, so I suppose you have to focus on that to build the team together, because I presume there'll be new players in with the team again this year. So it is a building stage, the league, for us for the championship, but it's one that we want to target as well at the same time.
And it's 30th of May is the date for you. You have a bye in the first round. Is that a good thing that you're able to see Offaly and Carlo play, or would you rather get out as quick as you can?
It's a good and a bad thing. Like, it's good that, it's a new year. You don't actually know what teams are going to be like, what players they have. So it'll be good that way that we can see Offaly and Carlo in play and watch for players to look out for and all that. But then at the same time, Offaly and Carlo will be a game in hand, and we'll be at that disadvantage because I'm not too sure if we can have challenge matches against other teams with the COVID. But yeah, there's good and bad support, I suppose.
And what's it like playing games with no support, no family or anything like that? Is that something you're just used to by now, or is it still kind of getting used to that?
Oh no, it was definitely different now. You'd miss the odd roaring in at you trying to tell you to cop on. But I suppose you did get used to it. Donal and all the lads were trying to give us as much encouragement as they could from the sideline. It definitely was different because you could hear everything that was going on in the pitch. But yeah, we did get used to it, and you'd miss the atmosphere of the crowds and everything. But it's not the end of the world. At least we're back playing.
Is that important for the players on the bench, the subs, the management team to kind of create that atmosphere for the players?
Yeah, it definitely is, because when that atmosphere is there, you have that more of a buzz to drive on, and yeah, it is, I suppose. But at the end of the day, like, there's nothing you can do about it, and we're just happy that we're out playing.
Yeah, exactly. And for yourself, you're playing with both the camogie team and the football. Like, how do you juggle that in a normal year, and then in especially a year like this where it's so truncated?
It's grand. Like, I think people think that it's a big deal, but to me, like, it's not. I've been playing dual since I was under 14, so it's just the norm for me. It's all about the balance between trying to get the balance between the two sports, and it's very important for the managers and everything to be talking, and thank God I have that. With Camogie now, we have a new setup, and Pat, he's been super already. Like, he's gone beyond, and we haven't even met him yet. It's mad to think we haven't met him, because we feel like we've known him for so long, And then with Donald, Donald is as supportive as he can be. He understands, like, that girls want to play other sports. So yeah, it is fine. It's manageable. Like, it definitely is manageable.
But I suppose there is that give and take that you probably have to miss trainings here and there, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, we'd be training on the same days, and the girls know that we would be missing this training, we'd be at that training. So, like, there is no problems there. Like, obviously, we're going to miss a few trainings at football and a few trainings at camogie, but we're still training at the end of the day. Like, we're not slacking off, really.
And just finally, just on Offaly, your first game, is there much you know about Offaly, or is it just you're going to focus on yourselves this year?
No, absolutely nothing about Offaly, absolutely nothing about Carlo. So yeah, definitely just focus on ourselves, get our team right, get our team plan right. Yeah, couldn't tell you a thing about Offaly, to be honest. I think in the league last year, did we lose? I think we did. But yeah, definitely a year to focus on ourselves.